in this section, we will discuss the most important and the most critical part of the application process for the Fulbright. We will start with the plagiarism agreement, but this section actually has two parts, is the plagiarism agreement and the study plan. So here in this part, I just want to tell you that you cannot copy any text or wording from the internet without any citation, or you cannot just use any piece of material that is not done or written by yourself if you don't have any citation. And this is because some students use the internet to write their personal statement or their essays. And the Fulbright want to make sure that there is kind of justice in giving preferences to applicants. And that's why you need to admit here that you are abiding by the guidelines and terms and conditions that are related to the plagiarism. So I understand the consequences of plagiarism in my application. That's yes, because if they have discovered that you have got anything from the internet without citation, and not only from the internet, maybe from a previous applicant of Fulbright, because everything is on the system and they can detect if you got the essay from a previous applicant who got accepted into the scholarship. They can also get this. So you will be terminated from the program immediately. So please make sure that you write everything by yourself and don't use anything from the internet or from a previous applicant who got accepted into the scholarship. And when we say yes, we have to go to the second part. And here is real, this is the most difficult part of the application process because it has the writings. And here, for sure, we are applying for the master degree. In this question here, it asks you about what is your intent major field of study. And you need, for example, you need to put that you are interested to study agriculture, healthcare, etc. So agriculture, for example, we will choose it. What's your intent specialization or subfield? Let's say agriculture business. And here briefly describes the area of the field in which you plan to specialize in the United States. I highly recommend you to be very specific and write things that are in a nutshell about the program. So if it's related to agriculture business, you need to clarify here why you want to choose this field of study and to give a glimpse about this field. For sure, if you need help in the part of the writings, you can contact us. Our agency and my team, we have experience in filling applications for scholarships and also for universities. So don't hesitate to contact us if you need help in terms of the motivation letter or any writings that are related to the scholarship application. The second part is you need to describe your future plans. And here you need to be very specific about what you are interested and what you want to do in future. Proposed length of stay in the US, and this piece of information you will get from the program that you are interested in. I would say because the scholarship actually provides you a maximum of 2 years. So some students will apply for 1 year master program or 2 years. So I would say 2 years. And the proposed dates are just preliminary, is August. Like proposed date of arrival, let's say August or September 15th, 2024. And this part is called the study and research objective. And here is the adventurous part of the application process. Write a clear and detailed description of your study and research objective and give your reasons for wanting to pursue them. Be specific about your major field and your specialized interest within the field or within this field. Describe the kind of program you expect to undertake and explain how your study plan fits in with your previous training and your future objectives. This statement is essential part of your application and is required. Do not mention specific US universities at which you would like to study. It is strongly recommended that you upload in PDF format. The study or research objective in this section or in this piece of document, you need to explain to the committee of Fulbright in the selection process, the selection committee, why you are interested in this specific major and why you want to study it and how this will be connected to your field or career. And as they have mentioned, this part is very essential because all the applicants who will apply for the scholarship, they will meet the requirements of the English exam, the certificate, the transcript. They will provide all the required papers. But the selection committee will give a final decision based on what you have written on your study or research objective. And again, if you need help in mapping your study or research objective, you can contact us in CADC. We have really competitive packages to help you map a very competitive research objective statement. And we can show you also some examples of the previous candidates that will open your mind, and it will also give you an idea about the best way to describe your research objective. And we will take you step by step in terms of reviewing your statement to make your application more competitive. For the personal statement, that's also a very important part of the application process for Fulbright. So this personal statement should be a narrative statement describing how you have achieved your current goals. It should not be a mere listing of facts. It should include information about your education, practical experience, special interests, and career plans. Describe any significant factors that have influenced your educational or professional development. Comment on the number of years of practical experience already completed in the field in which academic work will be done in the US. Do not mention any specific US universities in which you would like to study. And also it's strongly recommended to put it as PDF. So the personal statement as well is something that is very, very important. I would say that the Fulbright selection committee will decide on the accepted applicants based on their research objective and the personal statement. Those are the most important pieces of the application process. So you need to talk here more about yourself, about your achievements, about your work experience, your education. It should be a narrative. You need to tell them a story about you that will make them really think that you are a worthy candidate for this scholarship. And if you need help in mapping your personal statement and having a very competitive one, please don't hesitate to contact us so that we can help you if you need help, and we can map for you a very good map where you can really have a very competitive personal statement. This part here is about the writing sample, and this for students who are applying a doctoral degree. And as you know, this program is only for master students, so you really don't need to provide any sample of writing. So you can actually skip this one. For university preferences, this is actually here is about the US universities that you are really interested to apply for. But in this stage, you don't need to provide names of universities, because actually, if you get accepted into the program, after the interview, then you will have a one-to-one help from the Fulbright Commission or the US Embassy or the American Councils, from the Amidist, if you have Amidist in your country, in terms of the selection of your universities. But Fulbright allows you to apply for up to 4 universities. So you just need to check here 4 so that you can provide the names, the department, or anything that is related to the 4 universities. And you can also check the preference, like this is your first choice, this is the one you really like so much, so it would be 1. If it's intermediate, it would be 2, etc. So just you give a preference based on the school that you really want to join the most and give a score of 1, etc. 2, 3, and 4. So this part is only about if you know the preferences, but it's okay if you wrote the names of the universities here. It's fine, but you can always change later on when you get accepted, or you can just write 0, and then when you when you just go to the application process after you've been selected into the interview, you will get a lot of help from the Fulbright Commission in terms of choosing your university. Here, have you applied or do you intend to apply for US institutions? Here, I would say no, because Fulbright scholarship doesn't allow you to apply or to apply before you get the grant. So you must apply for the grant firstly, and then you apply after for universities if you get accepted into the application of the Fulbright. If you get an email that you are a finalist, then after this you can apply for the universities. So this is part about, you can also, yes, if you choose yes, list all programs to which you have applied or intend to apply in the United States. Please select how many applied US institution you would like to add. So also you can choose here 4, and then you can write the data about these universities. But I would just recommend you to say no to avoid all the hassles. This part is about authorization of release of information. So do you want to make sure that you give them a permission if they want to make sure that you are a real person and you have taken all these exams? For example, if they want to check if you applied with other universities or not. So it is just a piece of kind of giving them a permission, like, yes, you can check my information anytime. This is just the part or the section about the study plan, and then we will go for the rest of the sections in next videos.